This is the Ocean Alexander 35 Puro, making its world premiere at the Palm Beach Boat Show. And not only is it a new yacht for Ocean Alexander, it's the first in an entirely new range. The Puro range, designed by Italian Giorgio Cassetta, is designed to take the yard in a more contemporary direction. This feels to me like Ocean Alexander taking on the European shipyards at their own game. Has it succeeded? Let's have a look around and find out. I'm Jack Haines. Welcome to YachtBuyer. Ocean Alexander says the Puro is designed to appeal to a global audience, but there's a distinctly European feel to the interior, which was designed by Cassetta with furniture from Poltrona Frau. Hull 1 has what they call the Nautique finish, which uses mahogany styled to look like teak. There is also the option to have a more modern finish with grey woods and darker tones throughout. The 5-cabin layout with the owner's suite on the main deck is typical of a yacht of this size, but good sight lines and broad passageways enhance the feeling of space throughout the interior. On the outside, the way the staircases connect at the aft end of the yacht is typical of Cassetta design. But these main access points between the decks are supplemented by discrete passageways for the crew to use, like the neatly integrated staircase on the starboard side. For guests, the linked bridge deck makes it very easy to move between the dining space of bridge deck aft and the hot tub on the foredeck. We'll come to that later on though. Let's start the tour down on the bathing platform. It's a nice big platform down here at water level on the 35 Puro, and this is a transformer platform as well, which means it goes down into the water, but it also comes up and out. So you can use it as a diving board, you can use it to get onto the quayside. It also carries the tender. It's got a 1,000 kilogram capacity, so you get a really decent sized tender on this thing. Heading to the beach club, the transom door pops up and creates this access point here, and it's nice that it's in a boutique as well, so you've got teak overhead rather than fiberglass, and this is a very nice space. Shallow runner steps down into it, you've got room for this furniture down here, there's storage over there, and there's access into the engine room through there too. Good galley as well, with cooling space underneath of course, so it's easy for guests to come and grab a drink when they're down in this area. Sink, a bit of space as well to prep some food. What this area does lack is a dayhead, so it does mean that guests will have to go inside the boat to use the bathroom even when they've come out of the water, but it has got excellent direct access to the engine room, which we're going to have a look at later on. For now, let's stay on deck and head into the cockpit. If you enjoy super yacht tours, make sure you subscribe to the YachtBuyer channel, hit subscribe, hit the bell icon, you'll be notified every time we upload a new one. Right, let's get on with the tour. It really is a very striking entrance on board, with these staircases all aligning, stretching right up to the sun deck. It works very well, as does the design of this mooring gear here, this ribbon of highly polished stainless steel that is really beautiful to look at, but also very functional. It includes the fair leads, you can see the bollards down here and the winches, but it's very nicely integrated into the railings here, and then it goes into sort of proper railing down here, and the welds are absolutely gorgeous as well. Very, very high quality finish on that type of thing, and it's the same with the woodwork here. This high gloss timber on the table, plenty of space on this side for some freestanding chairs. You can have a couple more either end as well, and you've got the fixed bench aft along the transom. And inside the cockpit itself, down here we've got some cooling space underneath the counter, and there's an ice maker in there too. And nice that you've got, again, this matches the cockpit table, little bar space that you can line your drinks and your snacks up on. Over on this side there's some really useful storage for covers, shoes, things like that. If we head upstairs, we'll be on the bridge deck. The bridge deck is obviously home to the bridge, and there's also a lovely upper saloon on this deck that we're going to look at in a moment, but it's also the main outdoor socialising hub with the hot tub at one end and this fabulous dining area at this end, well protected from the sun deck above, seating for all guests, and next to it a very good outdoor kitchen with cooling space, a sink which is a little bit on the small side, but a really good grill, so you can cook up some meat here in front of the guests when the crew want to get the barbecue going. And nice to see this bar mirrored, we've got the same down there, nice to see it up here as well. And then over on this side is one of my favourite parts of the boat actually, this little round table here with a couple of chairs. I think if you're the first up to have your morning coffee or even a sundowner, looking down the boat, taking in the deck space, it's quite intimate, but it's a really nice use of space in this corner, and it mixes well with the sofas and the table that you've got over on this side. Really like this bit of design. Let's head forward. We're moving alongside the bridge now, and this is a great little area for the skipper to be able to use. You've got the side door directly into this area. What's nice about this is how easy it is to pop this door open. Swings open really smoothly on the mechanism. This can sometimes be a bit of a battle, but opening it, closing it and locking it again is really nice and comfortable. And they're onto the side deck quickly, where there is a wing station. Wing stations on both sides, so no matter which side to they're mooring, they have a wing station so that they can do that. And then, would you just look at this spectacular living area forward here. We have a sun deck as well, but in terms of sunbathing space, you could not want for more. This is an enormous sun pad, even for a boat of this size, and it's clever too, because this section slides out so it can A, cover the hot tub when it's not in use, but that also creates a sun pad further forward and then a seating area where you could put a table in this big U shape over here. Just really adds to the flexibility of this space, and it becomes one of the key living areas on the decks of the 35. And there's some clever stuff going on the starboard side deck as well. You could almost say that the port side deck is designed for guests, and on the starboard side they've integrated a really smart little crew passageway. From the outside you never even really know that it's there, but just aft of yet another helm door that goes into the bridge, we have this subtle little door here that pops open, and there's a little staircase running down there so the crew can connect between these two decks really easily. Right, I mentioned the sun deck, so let's head up there and have a look at it. It feels as though you're getting a lot of living space for a 35-metre yacht. This sun deck is really very well developed. It's not just sunbathing space or places to put sun loungers. You've got really nice lounging areas up here. This, again, low slung comfortable furniture that mirrors what we have downstairs. The coffee table. It's all very, very relaxing, inviting. Have this sort of cocktail lounge feel up here, and that's really emboldened by this enormous bar. It's absolutely huge, really nice substantial top, and all the stuff you'd expect underneath: fridges, ice makers, storage for glasses, and of course your drinks. A bigger sink up here as well, which is useful, and nice to have the television as well, so you can put a film on, have some sport running in the background, and people can draw up to this bar area where you have the bar stools here and watch the television. And it's good that there's a little gap there so you can move in and out from this side, not just round the other side of the bar. And this is a lovely sociable area as well, this split dinette with the two coffee tables, and this has got a fabulous view where you can look over the bow, observe the people splashing around in the hot tub, but you're at the highest point of the boat here, so the view is absolutely lovely. Now the interior is something quite special aboard the 35 Puro, so let's head downstairs and have a look at that. Moving inside, there's a theme from the outside that continues in here, which is there's always a fridge nearby. In this little counter just inside the cockpit doors, you've got two fridges here as well. So you've always got an easy place to grab a cold drink wherever you are on this boat. But then this saloon opens up beautifully. And what's lovely is the mix of materials. This mahogany is very warm and very cozy, but it's also bright. You've got bright, beautifully soft carpet, bright headlinings as well, and also masses of natural light coming in from these very, very large windows on either side. And there's some beautiful furniture pieces as well. I love this coffee table. It's huge, it's full of storage, it's a real feature of this area. You can see the television that pops up from behind this little sofa here as well, so that just drops down out of the way if you don't want to be watching television. And this is a very nice feature. It's push button doors around this area. This one slides open and gives you access onto the starboard side deck. Very good for moving around the boat, of course, but when you're anchored, maybe using this internal dining area, you get some natural breeze, you can hear the waves swilling by, would be a very nice effect. And it's a fab dining space too. Spacious, centrally located, obviously very close to the galley. The artwork is all bespoke, so you can make your mark with the artwork across this boat. And this little storage area down here is for crockery, plates, that sort of thing, all very close to the dining table, so it's very easy for the crew. Now on yachts of this size, often the galley is decidedly a crew space, but because of these lovely wide doorways, which have got pocket doors so you can very easily close them off if you want to, if the owner wants to use this space, it's really well connected to the main saloon, and it's one of the highest spec and most spacious galleys that I can remember seeing on a yacht of this size. There's direct access through this door onto the side deck, masses of cooling space, including this almost full height wine fridge, two sub-zero fridge freezers on this side, double oven, dishwasher and a trash compactor. And look at this vista here with the massive hull window, which brings in really good amounts of natural light. It's enough to really make you want to do the washing up. Really high quality components as well, two lovely deep stainless steel sinks. You've got the tap on a little wand here, and then behind me you have your cooking, induction cooking, and really good extraction overhead too. We head through this passageway, you have direct access down to the crew space, but what I really want to show you is the owner's cabin. Before we get there though, I really want to show you one of my favourite pieces of design in the interior of the 35 Puro, which is this staircase, this central atrium here. Usually these staircases up to the pilot house, up to the bridge deck are very narrow, very dark, but they've pushed the bar right back so it feels very open. You can see the windows up there. It's a very wide staircase as well, so it should be very easy for guests and crew to move between the decks. Now over on this side, if you pop open these secret little cupboards, this is a really handy bit of storage because it has got lots of the glassware, crockery, cups and saucers all in this backlit locker, all held in place. They slide away. They lock in place as well, so they really shouldn't move an inch when the boat is out on the water. And again, just very conveniently located for the crew. They've thought about the crew a lot on this yacht, which is important for a boat of 35 metres. Moving forward on the port side, there's a day head in there as well, and it's a good sized day head with a lovely big window. So again, plenty of natural light in there. And one little detail I really like, and it is a little detail, they've put on all the light switches what the lights actually do. They never do that. Normally they're blank and you're guessing which light is this, which light is this. Here, you know exactly what you're turning on and off. Right, into the owner's cabin. Big doorways again, nice big doors. This is all storage for clothes behind here, but there's also a walk-in wardrobe. We'll look at that in a moment. Lovely bureau. This floating desk is fabulous, how it's sort of mounted on this side and on that side. There's no leg, it's glass so you can see through it. Big window again, so what a fabulous place to sit and do some emails if you need to. And this is really quite a special cabin space. It's vast. Again, the comfort of the carpet is magnificent. King size bed. Again, the artwork is bespoke for this boat. I think it's actually quite cool, but again, if you want something that's personal to you, you can of course do that. The television is mounted opposite inside a mirror, so when it's off, you'd have no idea it's there. And through here is where we find that walk-in wardrobe that I mentioned. So to have decent clothes storage over on that side and a proper walk-in wardrobe with drawers and hanging space, it goes all the way back. Is very good. And because the bathroom is over on this side, neither of them are competing with each other's space, and this is a great layout because you have his and hers cubicles with a huge shower in the middle. The toilet and the sink are mirrored on both sides, and this flooring is gorgeous. It's heated as well, so it's warming up my toes. But then as you move into this vast shower, this is like a fake stone, but it's nice and grippy. So obviously this is going to get wet, but it shouldn't get slippery. And you've got the mix of the big rain shower head overhead, a little shower head up here, and the one too with storage either side, down lighting. This is beautiful, and it's cleverly designed as well, because if I shut this door, you can see that the toilets, although the doors are glass, they're smoked, so you have got a bit of privacy. Right, let's head downstairs and check out the guest accommodation. On the lower deck, it's a 4-cabin guest arrangement. It's a clever arrangement as well. But before we get to the cabins, I want to admire this area because it's a lovely space, plenty of room around the bottom of the staircase here. And this is a very smart touch. They've got some fridges down in this area, so if guests need a bottle of water in the middle of the night, you can grab one from here without having to disturb the crew. But I talked about the arrangement of the cabins, and we'll start with the forward ones. Now these are the most flexible of the cabins on the lower deck, and I say that because these can split into twins, or they can be mounted as a double as this one is, and with them as a double you still have a nice passageway down one side and a bedside table. Headroom is excellent. They've got a nice big chunk of hull window with an opening port, good bit of storage over there, plus a private bathroom, and you have the TV mounted inside a mirror like you have in the owner's cabin, so you don't even really see it when it's not on. But if we head next door, we can see what it looks like in the twin arrangement. And this arrangement makes it very flexible if you want to use the boat for charter, because you can have either these cabins as doubles or twins or a mixture of both. So depending on the makeup of the guests, you can make these cabins work for whoever you have on board. And I like them as twins as well, because you get this really nice central walkway. The beds are still a great size, and you have all the benefits of the cabin over there with the same amount of natural light and of course a private bathroom. Then if we move amidships, we arrive at the VIP staterooms. These are beautiful guest cabins, they really are. The thing that strikes you is the amount of light. Again, I keep talking about it, but they have worked lots of natural light into this yacht all over the interiors. Really big strip of hull window, plus again, an opening port and some lovely detailing as well. I really like these circular tables they've got either side of the bed with all your charging switches, repeaters for the lighting throughout, and these nice reading lights that are on flexible ones. And this is another theme on this yacht, storage. It's excellent. There's a full height wardrobe by the door as you come in, and these panels either side of the bureau, where again the TV is mounted behind the mirror, masses of storage in there as well. And again, it's all hidden away. There's no door handles on show, but you pop these open, they're all backlit, and you've got hanging space, cupboard storage down there, and drawers on both sides. It's very, very good indeed. And both of these VIP staterooms, they are identical, have of course a lovely ensuite bathroom. From here then, let's head up a couple of decks to the Sky Lounge. The upper saloon is another winning piece of design aboard the 35 Puro. We'll have a closer look at that in a second, but I want to show you the bridge first because it's an interesting space because you have these sliding doors here. So you can open them right up to combine the two areas, or if the captain wants some privacy on passage, you can close it up and the guest can have some privacy as well. It's a good bit of functionality. But the dash, the most striking thing, is these huge MFDs. And they give a great spread of information, of course, between navigation, engine information, and the suite of cameras across the boat too. You've also got full digital switching down here, which is all skinned with the boat's graphics. It looks really smart, but it means that you have every function underneath your fingertips, from lighting to pumps to breakers. You can do it all remotely through there. And of course you have your driving controls too, twin throttles, bow and stern thrusters, and the steering wheel. Now what's quite unique is having three big captain's chairs. They're absolutely lovely, fully adjustable, nice footrests, and good to see that the central one where the skipper would be has got this remote control for the touchscreens. Yes, you can control them with touch. You're sitting in your chair, you can use them remotely with this, which is great. But there isn't space in here to have a little dinette like you might have so crew can come and join the skipper, hence why you have these two chairs either side. But there is a nice chart table down here as well for doing paperwork and things like that. In terms of the performance of the 35 Puro, well, she's fitted with twin 2,000 horsepower MAN V12 diesels. This is hull number one and a little heavier, as often hull number one is, so she's doing about 17 knots flat out. But either way, at hull speed, which is 9 to 10 knots, she's got a 2,100 nautical mile range. So she can cover some distance. Right, let's check out the rest of this deck. Let's have a closer look at this upper saloon then. On the port side, there's yet another day head, and very convenient that guests can use a toilet on this deck rather than having to go downstairs. And some beautiful furniture as well, much like downstairs, but low slung, squishy, very comfortable sofas, and another beautiful low slung coffee table. But I really like this bar area. It's such a fixture of this space, and the way it's incorporated into the stairway as well. But as I said, they've pulled it back, so there's a huge amount of space here for light to drop down onto the lower deck. Lovely big bar top again. You've got all your glasses lined up down here, so you can easily get a glass out and pour a drink, with a couple of bar stools. Another pair of very large fridges down here, and a little sink as well, so you can rinse things off. It's probably the most cosy and intimate internal space on board the boat. Great of an evening to maybe watch a film, have a drink with these elevated views, and then out through there you have bridge deck aft that we saw earlier on. Right then, let's head down to the crew space. They have thought about the crew on this boat, and if you think I'm talking rubbish and you're a crew member on a 35 metre yacht, let me know. I've never done it, but this feels like a good space to me. We'll start here with this mess area that cuts back down there with this table that opens up. Of course the main galley's just up there, but they have got this little galley down here with a fridge and a microwave and a sink, and full control as well. You've got the same digital switching system down here that the skipper has at the helm. So again, full control of the boat from down here, which is very important. When it comes to the cabin spaces, opposite the captain's cabin is where you have all the washer dry equipment, and it's nice that the captain has got a good double cabin with a big single, small double. They have a TV mounted up there and some storage behind this door, and it's nice as well to have a private bathroom with separate shower and a little bureau down here so they can do some work. There are two further crew cabins. One of them is in use, but they're identical, so I'll show you one, just they're mirrored on both sides. But yeah, they're bunks, and decent bunks as well, you know, good amount of width there. Another one up top, got a bit of natural light in here as well. It is quite a steep staircase up to the bathroom, but the ceiling goes up as well, so even if you're over 6 foot tall, you should have enough space in here. And again, there's a separate shower cubicle. Pretty good. Right, let's head aft and look at the engine room. There are a couple of ways to get into the engine room on board the 35 Puro. You can go through the beach club, but there's also access here on the port side deck. A little door here, and you can step through down into the space. It's a very easy machinery space to move around in, very comfortable as well. There's no checker plate in here, it's all nice soft panelling underfoot that all lifts up too, so you can get to the mechanicals and the plumbing that's underneath all of this. Of But the generators mounted forward here, twin generators, and I'm now standing between the engines. You can see how much space I've got. It's very easy to inspect them by eye and move around all sides of them. And there's a lot of pipe work and there's a lot of wiring in an engine room like this. So having them labelled, telling you what the valves do, the direction of flow, all that sort of thing is very, very helpful. Stabilizers, this boat uses fin stabilizers, so there's no seakeeper, no gyro in this area, but you've got fin stabilization to help reduce roll when the boat is stationary and on the move. And there's another ante-room around there as well with more machinery in it, and that connects again directly back to the beach club. As a place to work in on a 35-metre yacht, it is excellent. What stands out aboard the 35 Puro then? Well, obviously this new design direction does, and for me it works very well. It's fresh, it's clean, it's contemporary, but it isn't going to alienate people who already like the Ocean Alexander brand. It's the use of space as well, this fabulous upper deck that connects so nicely, and a focus on crew comfort as much as guest comfort. That's very important. If you've got happy crew, you're likely to have happy guests as well. But let me know what you think. Has this been a good move, a good design decision for Ocean Alexander? Let me know in the comments below. I'll be interested to read them. Thank you for watching that tour. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give us a like. And if you like Ocean Alexanders, well, I toured the 37 Legends. I'll put that for you up there. If you'd like to see more of our super yacht tours, I'll put some of those down there for you. And if you would like to subscribe to the YachtBuyer channel, you can do that by clicking up there. Thanks again for watching. I'm Jack Haines, and this is YachtBuyer.